welcome to the Wireless Sensor Lab. My name is Mihaela Carte and I'm an Associate Professor in Computer Science and Engineering Department, and I'm also the Director of the Wireless Sensor Lab. This is a NSF-funded laboratory as part of the NSF instrumentation. It is a 3-year grant. The laboratory is equipped with laptops, desktops, and sensor equipment, including crossbow micromodes, Zigbee, gateways, data acquisition boards, and programming boards. My main research interests are in the area of wireless sensor network and ad hoc networking in general, and I'm concerned with the design of efficient algorithms and protocols for various optimization problems. Such problems that we have been addressed recently include sensor coverage for an efficient quality of surveillance, topology design and control that has as objective providing reliable topology for an efficient gathering of data toward the SIECS. Another topic is sensor scheduling, where we try to improve wireless sensor network lifetime by reducing the duty cycle and having the sensor go to sleep whenever is possible. Of course, this depending on the application. Other topics that we have been working on includes heterogeneous wireless sensor networks, where we propose adding various devices, maybe more powerful devices compared with wireless sensor nodes, and to move the complex and costly operations such as data rewiring and data processing from low-resource sensors to more powerful devices such as gateways. Another problem that we have been tackled recently are mobility for sensors and SIECS, where we try to balance the energy consumption in sensors, and by movement we try to avoid the formation of energy holes near SIECS.
Hi, my name is Mirela Fonoge and I'm a PhD candidate here at FAU. My research involves wireless sensor networks. We are using two approaches. One is a theoretical approach where we study the problems and try to find solutions. And another one is a practical approach where we actually implement applications on real hardware. So I'm doing research in data gathering protocols and in composite event detection. The first one implies having many sensor nodes distributed in an area which sends information from the environment. They send the information to a special node called SINC. Here are the SINCs and the small dots are the sensor nodes. So we are trying to find a way of gathering data from the network to improve network lifetime. And about the practical approach, I'm going to show you a demo that we are doing. What this application does is, we have here this is a sensor node which sends the information to this particular special node, which in the end will send the information to the computer. This is a Java interface that runs on the PC, and we can see here this modes. Here they measure the light, and if we cover one of them, we can see over here that the light measure had changed.
Hello and welcome to our lab. My name is Carte and I'm an assistant professor in the Computer Science and Engineering Department and also co-PI of this laboratory. My research in this laboratory has several directions. One is protocols and applications for wireless sensor networks, and then I'm also involved in routing protocols for delay tolerant networks. So some technology that we're using here with funds from the National Science Foundation, we deal with modes. A mode is a small sensing device of very low power usage and also 19.8 kilobits per second data rate. You plug in to this processor radio board a sensor board like this, and you end up with a sensor node that can sense, measure data from the environment and send those measurements back to the user. We have a microphone, we have a photoresistor that measures the light level, we also have a magnetometer that measures the intensity of the magnetic field. There's also a 2D accelerometer, so it measures acceleration in one plane only. You probably are familiar with an accelerometer if you play with a Wii controller or you play it around an iPhone. We have almost 100 of these nodes. We do measurements with them, we develop different sensing applications, and we also use them for education. We also do simulations with these networks, especially since we have just a small number of them. If we want to evaluate the efficiency of these protocols, we have to simulate networks with hundreds or thousands or even more. So we use different simulators. So we do very broad simulation studies here. I'm also involved in a different type of networking problem, which is routing and data delivery in delay-tolerant networks. These are networks that use wireless connections and operate in very challenging environment where connectivity is sporadic. A possible scenario that may use such a network is a disaster relief application. Here in this illustration here you could see a simple scenario where after a disaster strikes you have a operations command center, different search team that look for survivors. They may spread around, but because they operate in an environment where radio frequency signals do not propagate properly, they may lose point-to-point connectivity. In that case, a delay-tolerant network would rely on mobile nodes to ferry messages back and forth between users.
My name is Mihai Fonoage. I am a PhD candidate. My involvement was in designing an application, a wireless sensor application where you have a wireless sensor network, several sensor nodes that gather information specific to light. They send that information to a gateway through wireless means, and then that gateway will gather all the information and send it to our application here.
Hello, my name is Ying. I'm a PhD student here. My research is mainly about improving the initial deployment of wireless sensor networks. A wireless sensor network consists of a large number of sensors which are used to monitor the environmental conditions such as temperature and light. Sensors transmit sense data to a sink using hop-by-hop communication. When the sink receives the data, it processes and forwards it to the users. If sensors are attached to robots or vehicles, they can move, and we can design protocols to relocate mobile sensors to achieve the desired density, what we consider to minimize the energy spent on moving.
Hi, my name is Yuan Chen. I'm a PhD candidate in computer science at FAU. My project basically consists of two components. One is the DTN network routing scheme research. So DTN is the delay tolerant network, and which is the network has a lot of transient connectivity. And the challenging is that we need to design a protocol, a routing protocol, to improve the routing efficiency. And we design a homogeneous Markov process, and which is the mathematical model, and then we use that model to predict the node's behavior, and then we design a routing protocol based on the probability calculation. Another part is that from a DSA NECC earmark grant,